Hey, hey. So listen, so listen. I need to go. Let me see something. Hold on, because it's like break. Hold on, wait. This might be better. So listen. Can you hear me? If you can hear me, let me know. If you can't hear me, put that in the chat. If you can hear me, let me know. I tried to do this live stream on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube all at one time using streaming software. And for some reason, something happened to the audio and the video. So can you hear me? You can hear me fine. Good. I wanted to talk about Kevin Samuels. A lot of people have asked me about Kevin Samuels. And to me, Lord, like, I don't know what it is about men who come from this platform specifically, YouTube specifically, but the men on here are a trip, okay? Like, I don't know how any woman would want to take advice from any man who posts content on YouTube, because for some reason, the men who are born here, something is on with them that's deep rooted, that got something to do with some type of hatred that they have for women. I swear to God, and they act like it in their behavior. Make sure you thumbs up the live stream when you get in here. So, Kevin Samuels. People have come into my live chats all of the time asking me about Kevin Samuels. And I never paid attention to his material reason. I just always wasn't turned on by any type of thumbnail I saw, any type of title of his video. It just wasn't appealing to me. It didn't have anything to do with me. And I try to stay out of spaces that don't have any type of influence on me as a person. You know what I mean? Like if it's not gonna help me be better, I ain't gonna look at it. So I was in a self-help group for women. It's like a guide to self-love. And so this girl had posted a clip that Kevin Samuels, that someone had put of Kevin Samuels on World Star Hip Hop. And inside of this clip was Kevin Samuels doing like this consultation with this woman who was an entrepreneur. She made 6 figures and she owned like a pet grooming company. And so she was saying to Kevin Samuels that she wanted a 6-figure man as well. And so what he was trying to explain to her was that she was an average looking woman. All right. And being as though she was an average looking woman, she didn't qualify for being with a man that makes 6 figures. Now, he also said that making 6 figures, only 10% of men make 6 figures, which to me seems a little off because there are a lot of Black men making money right now. Just men in general, okay? But for Black men, it's a lot of Black men making money now, and it's a lot of women making 6 figures right now. I make 6 figures right now. Making 6 figures is not hard. That's like simple. Okay, so she has her pet grooming business. And she basically just looking for somebody to match her, right? So I was thinking when I first saw the video that maybe she was looking for something she isn't. Like maybe she doesn't have any money, so she's looking for a man that has some. You know how some women who may be overweight, but they're looking for a man who's muscular. And it's like, if you don't take care of your health and you don't take care of your fitness, you are not going to be able to get a man who does those things. You have to do what Romans do in order to be living well in Rome. Kevin Samuels, Jeannie Presley. Kevin Samuels is a guy that gives relationship advice to men. So I'm just surprised that any woman would be asking him for relationship advice. Like, I don't know what possessed this woman to ask him. She could have asked any man in the world. She could have asked Derek Jackson. She could have asked Tony Gaskins. She could have asked any man in the world but this man. But she asked him, right? So hey, she must have saw something appealing in him. She must be asking him, what kind of woman would she have to be to get a man like him? Now, just because he makes 6 figures doesn't mean he knows what all men who make 6 figures want. Okay, so they start getting into this conversation and he asked her what kind of woman she thought she was as far as physical attraction. And she said she was a 5, but when she put on her eyelashes and her wig, she is 6, right? And he's saying, well, listen, that's average. You're an average woman. You should date average men, because only an average woman can attract average men. And I'm still trying to figure out whether he just didn't want to flat out and be like, listen, no man who has six figures is going to date you because you're unattractive, because you're ugly, because you're whatever, right? I think this is what he was, trying to get at, because he was just like, don't make me say it, ma'am. Don't make me say it, ma'am. And he also said that because she was a single mother, right, and she had a 13-year-old son, I think her son is 13, that these were the type of women that men who make six figures aren't looking for. Now, from my experience, I'm a single mom. I have two kids. I have a 20-year-old and I have a 2-year-old. And fortunately for me, I have no problem getting a man. I have no problem with men being attracted to me. There are plenty of men who are attracted to me, still to this day. So when other men try to degrade me as a single mother, it's weird to me, because there's plenty of men that's not even paying attention to the fact that I'm a single mother and they want to kick it with me anyway. You understand? So maybe for me, it's how I look physically. Maybe physically, I'm not a 5. To me, listen, I look in the mirror, I see an 8. I put on some eyelashes and a wig, I'm a 10. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm just a sexy woman to me, and only I can determine my value. Now, the reason why I don't use the term simp the way you do, Mr. Michael Cox, up in here talking about Derek Jackson. Here talking about Derek Jackson. The reason why I don't use the term simp is because the millennials, like my daughter, she's 20. The word simp is a good thing to them, and the word simp is a bad thing to beta males. So when beta males come into my comment section talking about men who are encouraging women to have a level of self-respect and call these men simps, I realize that men like you are the beta males who are parading around here pretending that they're alpha, because no alpha man is going to sit here and degrade a woman or feel comfortable with a man degrading a woman, Mr. Cox. Okay, sir? So I don't know what you've been through or how many women that done turned you down or why you're so bitter. I don't care. But don't use the term simp in my chat. Okay? So anyway, moving on. So he's telling her, this young lady, that she's 35. She's not going to be able to, date any man who makes six figures because she's an average chick. And I'm thinking, yo, she makes six figures. It's nothing wrong with her trying to find somebody to match her energy. And for a man to feel comfortable enough to say to a woman, you will never be in a position to have a relationship or to have love from somebody who is making six figures like you. You understand? It isn't that she is sitting here broke and she just want to come up. She actually has her own money, and she's saying to him, listen, I just want a man who makes the same amount of money as me or makes more money than me. And he's telling her, no, that's not on your level. He's also telling her, they were having this conversation about younger women, and do younger women date older men? He's 51. Now I'm 40. This woman's 35, right? She's telling him, listen, I don't think younger women would date older men because men old, you know what I'm saying? And to me, I can tell you that's definitely false, because I remember when I was 17 and 18, I dated older men. When I was in my early 20s, I was dating older men. So it is younger women date older men all the time. But for Kevin Samuels to say to this woman that men over 35 can get X amount of women and get whatever woman they didn't want, they can get younger women. But women over 35 who are also, six-figure, high-valued women, they can't have younger men. I think that's bogus as fuck. Because here I am sitting here 40, making six figures. I'm not even going to get into details about what I'm doing. Okay, because let me tell you something. Like I said on my live stream on Instagram earlier, you don't know what I'm not telling you. You have no clue. Like, you'll be like, oh, she's single. Let me tell you something. I love the fuck out of being single. Being single got to be one of the best things I ever done for my life. You feel me? Like, I don't know why I wanted to be married in my early 20s. I don't know what I was looking for. You know what I'm saying? Now that I think about it, every time I done got in a relationship, it's been uncomfortable for me every single time. So now I'm poly. I date whoever I want that I'm attracted to, and I offer polyamory to them. But if they don't want to do it and they want to do something monogamous, I could possibly be monogamous for them. But I see no point in us being legally married. Being legally married to me is just some bullshit, because being legally married is an arrangement that you make with the government. It is not something that it's not an arrangement that you're making with a person that you love, basically. So I feel like a lot of women are using marriage as an insurance policy to be able to get some money after they get divorced. So women out here just press to be married for the wrong reasons. Some people think love is what's going to keep a marriage successful. I don't believe none of that. You know what I mean? Love, plenty of people who love somebody and they get divorced. Okay? That's neither here nor there to me. So let's see what y'all talking about up in here. The market determines your value. I know I don't have value because women don't want me, so I have to make money to cover up my flaw. Listen, there's some men out there who are financially stable and they don't have any other thing going on for them. Sometimes the money is all they got. So they can't really be mad if a woman, is dating them for their money. They can't get mad when they meet a woman who's a gold digger. Because money is all you throwing around. If you sit up here and you ain't got no brain, you're not intellectual, you're not somebody that can bring something to the table other than money, then what you expect? Women gonna come to you and they gonna want you for your money because that's all you pushing in every woman's face. You understand? Now, when we're talking about high quality people, usually high quality people ain't walking around here pressed to let everybody know they're wealthy. Okay, that's not what high quality people do. High quality people don't go around tearing down the opposite sex, just generalizing everything. No, quality people don't do that. Quality people don't have time for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't got time to sit down if a man is asking me for relationship advice and he's asking me why women are behaving the way that they're behaving, and he's saying to me, well, I want this Instagram baddie, she got to have a fat ass, and she got to have some big titties, or she got to have whatever men want, y'all visual creatures or whatever. If a man comes to me and says, Soncerae, I want baddie, but I don't think she want me, or I don't think I could get a woman that's an Instagram baddie, I'm not going to sit here and be like, no, you will never be an Instagram baddie. You just don't qualify. No, I feel like everybody can get the type of person that they want to get. They just got to do what they need to do to sharpen the skills in order for them to get them. Because you can get tools and stuff for you to get the type of people that you want in your life. I mean, it's that simple. Just like I was talking about weight earlier. If a woman is overweight and she wants a man who is muscular, all she got to do is slim it down. Put on 2 sports bras, get your ass up on that treadmill and do it. Like, I mean, it's nothing to it but to do it. You heard me? Then you're going to attract the type of men that you want. But you can't sit here and not try to improve yourself and then think you're going to get the type of person that you want. That's for either gender to me. So anyway, hey, everybody that's in the chat. The problem is men don't care about women's success or money. It's her body and her looks. That's what women value. Now, listen, women, what we value in ourselves, we care about our looks too, but we also have more to offer. We wear a lot of hats. We're mothers, we are counselors, we are, chefs, housekeepers, accountants, and we're all of these things in one. If you inside the chat, make sure you thumbs up the chat. You only got one job up in here. It's 44 people in here. There's no reason why it should be 8 likes up in here. Y'all need to thumbs up the live stream. Y'all got one job now. Come on now. I mean, really? Holy pigeon droppings up in here. Really? Come on, y'all. Stop. Anyway, so women, we care about what makes us women as a whole. Now, when we're looking at men, I already know men visual creatures. I have an OnlyFans. Of course, I know men are visual creatures. Come on. Stuff they be asking me for up in there. They be like, let me see your feet. I'm like, you want to see my feet move? Okay, I'll show you my goddamn feet. You know what I'm saying? I'll show you my feet move. So anyway, listen. Men are definitely visual creatures, whether they got money or not, whether they're a high value man or not. Women want women who are beautiful. So women who are a 5, it's still, let me tell you something. It's men out there who will date a 5. There are men out there, like I dated this guy that worked at the post office one time. Okay. This is when I decided I wanted to be like a regular IT person. I didn't want to be a media personality. I didn't want to be a little local celebrity. I didn't want to be none of that. I just wanted to work in IT. So here I was in Atlanta holding up my little IT job. And I decided that I wanted to date a guy that worked at a post office. Me and him was dating. Me and him was cool. We had a good friendship. Suddenly he faded to black. Trying to figure out what's going on. I'm like, what's going on with this guy? It wasn't until later on he felt like he wasn't good enough for me. And the person I seen him marry and have a baby with, She was a 5. She was a 5. I was like, this for you? How you going? So you turn me down and I look like that? What's wrong with you, man? Listen, you cannot determine what somebody can bring to the table by how they look physically. And that's the problem. So many people are shallow. So when I hear Kevin Samuels tell this woman, oh, you a 5, you an average woman, you're not going to be able to, get a man who's making 6 figures. He only talking about his personal perspective of what type of woman she is, and the men that he is around and what they would think as far as who she is, the social circle that he is in. There are other men who are making 6 figures that will look at that woman, think she is beautiful, and want to slap it up, flip it, and rub it down. That's all I'm saying. Because beauty is in the eye of the beholder. You never know. It could be a 6-figure man out there that love animals, and he meet this woman, and she's sitting up here with a damn grooming business that done made her 6 figures. Kevin Samuels was making her feel some type of way because she owned a grooming business. He was like, bitch, you don't work for Microsoft. You got a grooming business. I was like, a pet grooming business. I was like, this nigga is savage as a fuck. I'm like, what? Like, why would you say something like that? Okay. She'll run Microsoft, but she has a successful business where it's making her a decent amount of money. Do you know how many people out here trying to start a business and they can't even make $2? They ain't even got 2 nickels to rub together. And this chick done figured out how to turn a pet grooming business into 6 figures? Stop. Come on. Do you know how many people struggling with their business? Men and women? Stop. I was like, damn, he ain't just gonna get his women props for nothing. He was just like, chick, listen, you don't have what it takes. You're not credible. I was like, damn. Really? Damn. So anyway, I talked about this earlier on Instagram, and for some reason something happened to the damn live stream. That's why I'm talking to it again. So anyway, the hypocrisy going on in both genders, but you still have to be prepared for what you want. Yes, the hypocrisy is still there, but here's my thing. As men and women, always prepare yourself to be able to find the person that you want to be with. Okay, don't sit up here and think that you can't get the type of person that you want to be with. It doesn't matter. Now, I ain't talking about a specific person. Okay, I'm not going to sit up here and tell you you can be with the specific person you want to be with. I'm not going to say that. I'm going to say you might be able to get a person that's similar to that person. You might, if you're looking for a 6-figure man and that's all you're requiring out of him, that's the type of man you could get. I'm not going to sit here and tell a woman that she can't get that. You just need to do whatever it is, whatever it takes to get that man. Okay, whatever it is, like maybe you need to, number one, frequent the areas that men who make that amount of money, where they go. Like, you can't be the type of woman that, like, let's go back to weight. We're going to use this weight as an example. If you're looking for a muscular man, you can't be sitting up at McDonald's eating french fries all the time thinking a muscular man going to come walking through the door, or a shitload of muscular men that you could choose from can come walking through the door. No, they somewhere at a health food shop. They in the GNC. They at the gym. They ain't at Planet Fitness even. Because let me tell you something about Planet Fitness. When I go to Planet Fitness, sometimes they got pizza at the door. I be like, I'm trying to lose. Are y'all sick? I'm trying to lose weight right here. Like, you can't put pizza right by the door. Like, what? I mean, okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, they ain't at Planet Fitness. They at a real gym. Okay. For the record, they at a real gym. So anyway, my thing is that in order to get whatever it is that you want, you kind of got to be what it is that you want. You can't be low energy and then get a high energy person. To me, the way that Kevin Samuels handled this woman, all jokes aside, was really disturbing to me. Like, a lot of these men who are giving relationship advice, they're giving these women advice based upon the mood they're in at the moment, or of a reflection of an experience they had with a previous woman. Or, I mean, it could be a number of things. A lot of these men have mommy issues. A lot of these men have been turned down by a lot of men. I mean, a lot of women, and I feel very sorry. I feel very bad for the men who get onto YouTube and they're looking for leadership. Like, it might be some beta males out there that has the possibility to turn into an alpha. But when you come onto YouTube and you're looking for the leadership here, it's not here for you. I said this a million times. I said this already. YouTube has the sorriest excuse for men I have ever seen. I'm talking about when you go on Facebook and you're looking for leadership, it's a whole nother set of men there that got more education, more money. Okay, they got more masculinity that isn't toxic. Nothing about these men and what they're trying to build with their lives includes them degrading or disrespecting women. Okay, not nowhere. All right. But here it seems like the men, in order for them to feel like they're someone or something, they have to degrade women. They have to disrespect women. Oh, girl, you too ugly. You're not going to be able to get this type of man. Oh, you a single mother. No man is ever going to take you seriously. Oh, you going to die alone. Oh, no man is going to love you. That type of crap. Like, why would you say something that abusive to another human being? Because somebody has said that type of crap to you? Like, oh my God, I can't believe these men do that on this platform. And it's very prominent here. It's like one of the places I see it the most. Thank you very much for giving me a compliment up in here. They're too worried about women and less concerned with building generational wealth. Thank you. I think a lot of the beta males on here, or the men who are looking for leadership on here, a lot of the time they're looking for men to give them advice on how to deal with women. And then when they give these men advice on how to deal with women, the advice is so bad. It's like the worst advice I've ever fucking seen. It's like, oh my God. You're not teaching this dude how to be better for women. You are teaching this dude to avoid the type of women that you mad at because they rejected you. That's what you're teaching them. You're not teaching them to go out there and get a good woman. You're teaching them how to avoid women that rejected you. Like, come on now. No, listen. I'm a single mother, right? Beautiful Single Mom. That's the name of my channel. I changed it from Soncerae to Beautiful Single Mom because I want people to understand I have no issue with being a single mother. There was a time where I was actually afraid of being a single mother. You know why? Because I've seen so many ostracized single mothers and criticized single mothers. And I was like, wait a minute. All the things that they say about single mothers on YouTube, which is a space I've been wandering around for about 8 years, is any of this true? Has any of this ever applied to me? No, not so much. So how can I listen to something that they saying and think this can affect my life? It can't. You know what I'm saying? I get to determine what's happening in my life. And let me tell you something. With all of the negative things that people have said about me, all the rumors that people have told, all of the hate that I have ever experienced, it has never stopped men from trying to holler. Okay? They trying to holler. Left and right, it doesn't matter. Rich ones, poor ones, tall ones, short ones, dudes with big dicks, dudes with little dicks. It does not matter, okay? When you are a valuable woman, when you take value in yourself, you have a different walk about you. When you have confidence in yourself, you have a different type of way you move. You have a different type of thing that you do that's attractive to men. So you're going to get the kind of men that you want to talk to. You're going to get every type of man. You're going to get a man that you don't want to fucking talk to. You want to get so many men in your face, it's going to be hard to choose. And I'm telling you that because that's what I'm experiencing at this present time. I am not struggling in that department at all as a single mother. Do you hear me? Men see how physically attractive I am. They love how I think. They love I have a sense of humor. They love how happy I am with my life. These are things that are appealing to these men. You can be attractive to a man regardless to the way that you used to be, your past, the stuff people saying about you, even with your weight. It's plenty of women out here that hold their weight well. It's still women out here who are beautiful, who may look obese to one person. Somebody looking at you and thinking that that peach that you walk around on the back of your butt is sexy. Okay, that little what did they call it? Like pouch that you have after you have a baby. Some men love that stuff. You don't understand. Listen, remember I told you I had an OnlyFans. They be like, let me see your pouch. I put you up on game. Shh. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Like, do not let these people make you feel any less about yourself because they having a difficult time dealing with their own personal feelings, and they have the nerve to put on top of it, oh, they're giving advice. Earlier today when I was on my Instagram live stream, this dude was like, how you gonna give advice when you single yourself? You ain't in a relationship. You ain't never been married. How you going? I was like, you sound like a real bitch up in here. You sound like a real female up in here. I know this is a beta. I know this is a beta. Listen, and I'm going to say this again. I ain't got to be a toilet to know how to flush. You understand me? All right, then. I ain't got to be married. I don't have to be married. You know why I don't have to be married? Because number one, people who have been married have come to me and spoken to me about their experiences so many times that it's easy for me to give you advice about that. Relationships that I have learned lessons from, I can teach you those lessons. So it's easy for me to give you relationship advice. It's plenty of people out there that'll tell you don't do something that they have done or currently doing. Okay, it don't take skill to give somebody advice. The thing is, you have to be comfortable with accepting that advice or not accepting that advice. That's up to you. You get to choose. You get to choose. I ain't up here trying to control your life. I can only tell you what I know, and I don't know nobody else's business but my own. You feel? You feel? I don't know nobody else's business. Let me go up in here looking in this channel. She can't get them to commit. Who can't get them to commit? Let me tell you something. Are you talking about me? The truth? Your truth? The truth? You up in here? Bitch, you a lie. Let me tell you something. Getting a man to commit to me is not the hard part. That's not the hard part at all. The hard part is getting me to commit. I'm the one that's having the issue with committing. And like I said a minute ago, I've never felt comfortable inside of relationships. When I sit down and I've spoken about relationships all over social media, all over my YouTube channel, I've talked about broken relationships. I've talked about men I've broken up with. I've talked about men who broken up with me. I've talked about dates I've been on. I've talked about phone conversations I've had. One thing that I learned about myself is that the entire time it was me more uncomfortable inside of the relationship than them. Because there was something that I was requiring from these men that they could not be, no matter how well of a performance they put on. And so I had to make a choice. I had to decide, was what I asking for too much? Or was it just not meant for me to be in that specific type of relationship? Like I said, I was so pressed to be married. I was so pressed to be married until I was like 33. And I was like, wait a minute, let me think about this. Attached to the bullshit that men be bringing to the table all the time? Probably not. When women start factoring in the requirements of these husbands or requirements of these fiancés, instead of trying to get into these marriages real selfish like, they probably wouldn't even want to be in the relationship because of the responsibility that comes with that man. Like some of these dudes be like Gizmo. They can't get wet after midnight, can't feed them after midnight. I mean, they come with too many goddamn instructions. You feel me? So just like how men feel like some women are a headache, women feel like that about men too. And I have felt that way about men. Like you doing too much on me. Like you bringing too much drama. You bringing too much negativity. You bringing too much baggage. You ain't got no money. You got a job, but what have you built for yourself all of this time? These are things that I be thinking about when I be dating guys. Sometimes men bore me. They don't have intellectual conversation. They might be attractive. They might have a good job. They might have good money, but they can't carry a conversation with me. They're not spiritually in tune. They don't pray. You know, the stuff that I require out of a relationship, sometimes it's not easy to get. And I'll get into these relationships with guys and they'll pretend like that's what they are. Now, that's the number one reason why I'm having a commitment issue. Number two reason why I have a commitment issue is because the way that I look at marriage is very different. I feel like marriage, a legal marriage, is a relationship that you have with the government. It's a business license. So to me, marriage, if I decide I want to marry somebody, I'm going to have a spiritual marriage with them. Now, if you've been tuning into my channel for a long time, you know goddamn well that the last time I had a spiritual marriage, everybody had something to say about that. Oh, she got a spiritual marriage. Baby, that's some fake shit. That's something. But I thought these relationships, these marriages y'all was supposed to get in are about God, right? God and love. Y'all love each other so much. So why are you taking your ass down to the courthouse to make an agreement with the government. What the government got to do with you and this person that you're sleeping with? Not a goddamn thing. You know why? Women want you to run down to that damn courthouse and sign them papers. You know why she want to be in this partnership with you? Because it's a life insurance policy. In the event that the relationship is over, as a man, she can take a piece of whatever it is that you got. That's what these women are looking for. Room and fucking board. Hello, fellas. Like ding, 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 ding. They don't get that though. They don't get that though. Some do. Some avoid a marriage because of that. You can have a life partnership with somebody. And ladies, you can get money out of men without marrying them. And my thing is simple. Go out there and get your own bread. Ladies, it's that time. It's that time. It's time for us to level it up. You hear me? We can go out there and get our own bread. Start our own businesses. Go out there and get the jobs and the education that we want. Come on now. Like, women got to stop acting like we don't have opportunities. We do. There was a day and age that we didn't. That's why traditional marriage was something that we got into, because we couldn't do the jobs that men do. That's why every woman wanted to be married. But now that's not even an issue. That's not an issue anymore. You don't need to be married in order to be successful. A lot of these women scared. You can still have a boyfriend and be successful. Don't let any man, another thing with this Kevin Samuels dude, I just don't understand. Lord, he tried to make this one, man, listen. He tried to make it seem like, and a lot of men do this, and maybe I might have Kevin Samuels pegged wrong. I know you better like this live stream. I know that. You know what I'm saying? How you just go? Listen, I'm tired of you people coming to my house and not leaving no tip at the door. The tip at the door is a thumbs up button. I'm gonna need for you to use it wisely, okay? Just use it wisely. You coming up over here, so when you come up over here, I'm gonna make sure that you like it. You leave a comment. You leave something funny in the damn chat that I can answer to, and then you keep it moving if that's what you want to do, or you stay here and you chill with us. You feel me? But make sure you thumbs up at some point, okay? All right. So listen. Successful women have a hard time finding a man because there's so many men out there who have a difficult time with supporting women in their goals and accomplishments. It's a lot of men out there that have an issue with that because how other men look at them. These are the men that are classified as simps because they're the ones who are the stay-at-home dads. They're the ones who put their dreams out the way for a second so their woman can shine. Shit like that. Other men look at these men like they're weak. That's why there's so many men out there that don't want to be with the quote unquote independent woman. They try to blame it on women like us and say, hey, independent women don't know how to be submissive. Of course, independent women know how to be submissive. You just not that nigga. You just can't get a woman to be submissive to you. You need to figure out what type of man you are if you can't get a woman to be submissive, because every single woman out there, whether she got a job, no job, kids, no kids, when she get in a relationship with a man, her man is her everything. She out here rubbing his man feet, cooking him dinner, cleaning his damn dirty ass drawers, dirty ass socks, out here paying the dude child support. How many women have you seen sit up here and stick with these dudes that they know broke? I seen it on divorce court the other day. Women up there talking about something. I buy him all his clothes and I buy him these nice ass shoes, and then he go wash the car in them nice ass shoes. And I'm like, you talking to him like he your son, not your husband or your boyfriend. Like, I buy him all these clothes because he don't know how to dress himself. That's the independent woman. So don't sit up here and try to make it seem like women don't submit. It's women out here fucking and sucking they man like it ain't nothing. Shh, no, you can't say that on YouTube. Keep my video demonetized. No cuss words in the chat, okay? Okay, good. So it's women out there that feel comfortable with being submissive to their man. You know why they feel comfortable? Do you know why? Because they're with a man that knows how to lead. Don't no woman want to be with a man submitted to a man that want to lead them into the ground. Every guy talking about he want to lead. These black women won't let me lead them. Shut up. You just not that nigga. You need to figure out what's going on with you and how to sharpen your leadership skills. Let me look on into this chat. Hold on. Sorry. FUPA. That's what it's called. FUPA. FUPA, right. FUPA. Ain't no, hold on, let me scroll. Okay, girl. Ain't got no ass. Who ain't got no ass? Somebody ain't got no ass? Oh, I don't scroll. Oh, damn, there's a whole bunch of stuff in here. Oh, my bad. I done missed all this stuff. This Donnell Okafor person. Oh, that is a troll. Thank you, Mark. Listen, let's clap for Mark, because Mark is like the best moderator on the planet. Let me tell you something. And Mark definitely is a real person. Mark introduced myself. Mark introduced himself in one of my videos a couple of months back. So just start looking through my videos so you can find Mark if you really want to know if Mark is like a real person. Because I heard the rumors, the people saying Mark wasn't real. Mark is definitely a real person. That's my dude. That's my bestest friend in the world. That's my heart. Man, if it wasn't for him, I'm telling you, that man that told me off the goddamn ledge. Okay, I'm a guy, and I can tell you that you need to make a man marry you before you have kids, because the next guy will not commit to a woman with kids. That's some bullshit. Mark, how does the truth person still in my chat? Listen, let me tell you something. Marriage is not going to save you, ladies. When you hear dumb men who are beta males and just stupid say something to you like, marry before you carry. Listen, divorced men abandon women with children all of the time. There are plenty of single mothers inside of my single mothers group on Facebook who are divorced, and the fathers of their children are complete assholes and have disappeared. Yes. And they were married. Yes. So it happens, boo-boo. And it was happening long before all these single mothers were accumulated over the past 20 years. Yeah, men have been abandoning women with children after a divorce for many, many, many moons now. Okay? Marriage is not going to save you from single motherhood. Let me tell you what's going to save you from single motherhood. You ready? You want to hear it? Y'all got to listen to this. Y'all got to hear this. Okay? Hear it. All right? You ready? You avoid being a single mother by having a child by a man who actually wants to be a father. Okay? I don't care what kind of husband he is. I don't care what kind of boyfriend he is. If this man wants to be a father, when you two decide to break things off, he will still be there for his children. Do you hear me? That's all it takes. Now, the hard part may be figuring out whether this man genuinely wants to be a father or not. Because for some reason, beta males and alpha males speak the same language at first. You're not going to be able to decipher the difference at first, because a beta male will say some shit to you that an alpha male would say, because beta males are very good at acting and pretending to be alpha. I think it's because they see alphas and sigmas walking around all the time, and it's easy to emulate their behavior. But to actually be a king is very different from you walking around pretending you are one. You ever heard the saying about the prince, the knight in shining armor? The knight in shining armor was actually a clown in tinfoil. The type of woman you are, to be able to decipher the difference between the two, has a lot to do with you trusting your intuition as a woman. Men, y'all got intuition too, but y'all don't have it like women got. We got it at a whole nother level. Our intuition to tell us something is wrong with a dude, and we'll see those red flags and still get that dude the benefit of the doubt. Stop giving dudes the benefit of the doubt. That's all I'm saying. Don't even do it. Mark, is Mark still in the is he still moderating up in here? Thank you, Mark. Mark, you up in here moderating. I'm surprised the truth was still up in here, Mark, because the truth was trippy. He's still up in here. Dusties, men need women. Women don't need men. They're lost without us. I think men would not be able to function properly if women weren't on the planet, because a lot of the things they do are for women. You know, those the G down outfits that they wearing and the Louis Vuitton and the nice cars and shit, that's so they can get hoes. That's really all it's about. They just try to get hoes. That's the reason why men go out here and get bread. So they can get hoes. You know what I'm saying? That's all they be wanting. I'm sorry, it's the truth. That's what it is. And these women out here got this magical version of what marriage and weddings are supposed to be, you know. Oh, I'm not saying this V Productions. You're like, oh, who hurt this girl? Shut the fuck up. This is not about, oh my God. This ain't about pain. I'm not talking from an emotional standpoint, Dumbo. I'm talking from a logical one, a logical perspective. Come on now. Y'all like to keep the veil over a woman's eyes, just like women like to do that to men. Women like to keep the veil over men's eyes so they can get what they want. Men like to do that with women as well. Let me give you an example. I think I spoke about this example earlier. So I'm in a lot of Facebook groups. I love being in Facebook groups because they're private. You can have private conversations. I don't have a lot of public conversations on Facebook or any platform anymore. And so there's so many groups out there where it's just women, and women in there talking to have women conversation. Okay. It's women in there that talk about how they slept with their husband's brother. They talk about how they slept with their ex the night before they got married while their fiance was out at their bachelor party. It's women in there talking about all of the sluttiest, nasty stuff they done, threesomes that they done did in public restrooms, all types of stuff. Women be in there talking about that type of stuff, right? In certain groups, okay? And what I want people to understand about women is that we have a similar sex drive as men. Some women don't, but for the most part, a lot of women enjoy sex as well. But a lot of women don't want to be judged for their sexuality, so they hide it. No matter how like innocent looking your girlfriend is, no matter how much she pray, she got that whole gene in her and somewhere deep down up in here, right up in the middle of her chest. You heard what I'm talking about? And women keep that amongst us. We don't tell men because men cannot handle the fact that women can also behave and operate how they do. Women can have sex with you and not give a fuck about you. Yes. Everybody wants everybody. The women want men to believe that we fall in love with y'all and y'all the only one, because that's what men want to think. So women are going to tell you whatever it is to get what they want out of you. Women do that too. Then you got women out there who are trying so hard to be what society wants us to be. They want to live up to this perfection. They want to live up to, what everybody tells us to be. They want to be the good girl, right? They want to be that because that's what basically says the good girl gets the prize. And the prize is the ring, the brass ring, and the last name, right? But what they forget to tell women is that once you get that ring and that last name, 9 times out of 10, all you did was just become the one that gets cheated on. That's it. And the prize is just some dude that slept with all of the women in his hometown. Okay? That's all it is. And you look at him like he a king. And no matter how many people he done slept with, it don't matter because you love him and all of that bullshit, all of that Disney bullshit. Come on. This don't have nothing to do with feelings. This don't have nothing to do with somebody hurting me. I've been hurt before, and I've also not been hurt before. And I'm telling you, logically, as a woman, whatever type of woman you decide to be, whether it's the Virgin Mary or damn Jezebel, there will be a man out there that appreciates who you are and likes who you are and what you've been through, regardless. And no one woman is better than the other. No, the traditional woman, and I said this earlier on my community tab and on my Instagram, the traditional woman is no better than the new age modern woman who's decided to opt out of the traditional bullshit. Okay? That's it. And no matter how many people he done slept with, it don't matter because you love him and all of that bullshit. Come on. This don't have nothing to do with feelings. This don't have nothing to do with somebody hurting me. I've been hurt before, and I've also not been hurt before. And I'm telling you, logically, as a woman, whatever type of woman you decide to be, whether it's the Virgin Mary or damn Jezebel, there will be a man out there that appreciates who you are and likes who you are and what you've been through, regardless. You understand what I'm saying? Like a traditional woman could look at a modern woman and be like, oh, that's some bullshit. She just hurt. The bitch don't even know what she talking about, whatever. She need to go ahead and get a husband. And then you got the modern day women like, girl, please, I'm not about to be oppressed by no damn marriage. I'm going to go out here and do my thing, go get my money and do whatever I want to do. You got two different types of women. It doesn't mean that one woman is less than the other. It just means they're two different types of women, and a sisterhood need to come together, and everybody need to celebrate everybody and the choice that they made for them. Because what's working for them is what's up. So if it works for you to be the traditional woman, knock it out. Do it. If it works for you to be the modern woman, knock it out, sis. Let's get it. High five. I'm with you. But I'm not going to sit here and let society try to pin us against each other like they always have. Like they praise one woman at the expense of another. I don't play that. I don't like that. That's not my thing. Make sure you thumbs up the live stream when you get up in here, okay? Thotty wop. Roy. This fool said thotty wop. I like it. You know what trips me out about OnlyFans? Dudes be like, can you send me a twerk video? I'd be like, I'm so sorry, baby, but I do not know how to twerk. Let me tell you something. I'll twerk. I'll show my vagina. I don't do porn. I don't know what these dudes thought I was going to be doing on OnlyFans, but what I do is something amazing on there. So, you know, the guys in my inbox know what I do on OnlyFans. I do some real sexy on OnlyFans. But anyway, I'll twerk. I don't know how. I ain't never twerked before because I'm not that kind of thought. I'm not that brand of thought. Anyway, so there are good men. Yeah, there are good men. Brandy, I agree with Brandy. There are good men. There are. I tell people all the time that my daughter's father is an amazing man. He's a great guy. Marriage is both spiritual and business. I think I like this Brandy person. Brandy, I like you, girl. Should I look for monogamy if women will cheat? Women will cheat on you. Listen, women will cheat on you. Men will cheat on you. It's up to you to decide whether you want monogamy or polyamory. I'm poly. I give men the option to have poly relationships. It's up to them to decide what they want. You understand? All I want is the truth. You know, some men can't handle poly because they feel like their woman shouldn't get the same spoils. Like a man wants his woman to feel comfortable with him and being with other women. But if she tries to be with other men try to act like they can't handle that. Monogamous men. But then these same monogamous men will cheat. Poly men don't act like that. Poly men, you have to be an alpha male to the core to be able to be in a poly relationship. You can't just be poly. You don't just wake up one morning and be like, I think I'm going to have multiple girlfriends today. No, it doesn't work like that. But you got to be sure. But being poly does not fix your relationship problems. Being poly is something that you just are. It's like you're heterosexual or you're homosexual. It's just something that you are. You know, it's a choice, but at the same time, you got to be a specific type of person. You got to be a acquired taste. You got to be specific. You got to be kind of esoteric to be able to do something like that. Basically, is what I'm trying to say. Good luck with everybody to their path to righteousness. No one is judging you. You want to be on your path to righteousness. I get it, but not everybody Christian, not everybody Catholic. You know, I'm Buddhist. I have metaphysical beliefs. You understand? And there's certain things that, you know, other people might not be able to deal with. Is Mark having a hard time? Hi. Oh, shit. My bad. This thing running slow. I might need to look on my phone. This damn chat is running kind of slow. Hold on. Somebody here. Old school, virtuous, submissive, obedient women. This guy said, you ain't no woman got nothing on the submissive woman who is obedient. Do you hear how they talk about submissive women? Like, so submissive women are animals. Obedience, really? this is about control. And I keep trying to tell people, I personally love my independence. I'm about freedom. As long as I got my freedom, I'm good. I'm not trying to be chained to nobody, you know, and no, I'm good. Because these people be trying to get you to hop, jump, dress how you want them to dress, say what you want that they want you to say. Don't nobody got time for that. We grown. Okay, you go out here and do what you want to do. I don't want you to stick with me out of obligation. I want you to stick with me because you want to be here. That's my thing. Don't I don't know why people feel like they gotta have people forever. Like, you really want somebody, like you really want to lock down somebody forever, even against their will. Does that sound right to you? And then when men get into these marriages with these women, they want these women to be so many things. My mom walking around here tired. She employed. She got to come home and take care of the kids. She got to cook. She got to clean. She got to have sex with her husband. She tired. Then she got to turn around and groom and exercise. Do you know how much work you have to put in to be all of those things at one time? That is so strenuous to a lot of married women. And then these men talking about they want these women to pay half. Do you realize a woman is already putting in more than half with the stuff that she's doing inside of these marriages alone? Anyway, any woman that wants to be married, I hope you find the type of man that you want. And I'm telling you, please make sure that this man is exactly what he say he is. Because a lot of times men just say anything just to get, closer to you. Make sure he is the man that he is saying he is before you get into the marriage with him. Make sure that he is going to be the man that's going to help you with your life. Meaning he's also going to help you with the chores. He's also going to help you with the kids because they're also his kids and his chores. Instead of him putting everything on you like you his mama and he like 12, he's also helping you with those things. Just make sure that don't nobody listen. I don't want you guys to think that I think women shouldn't want marriage. Okay? If that's what you want for you and you feel like that's what you want for you and you know with every fiber of your being that's what you want for you, do it. I personally would like my freedom. I don't plan on ever getting married. I have that commitment issue. That's me. That's the stuff that I've been through. That's the stuff that I learned. The logic that has something to do with me. You know what I'm saying? Not my emotions, something that's going on up in here, meaning I thought it through. Okay, I'm not out of my mind. I've thought it through. Usually people who are out of their mind can't tell you that. Okay, I really thought about whether marriage is something that I can do. Now, I want somebody to love me, care for me, just like every other person, just like you want somebody to love and care for you. Correct? I would love that. And I have a lot of men who love and care for me right now. It's amazing. Amazing. I love it. Anyway, I guarantee you most men will opt out of his woman being polyamorous. True. I just said men have a hard time handling that. They would prefer pretending like they're in a monogamous relationship and cheating on their woman instead of actually being in a polyamorous relationship where to be drama free and free of lies. Polyamory has nothing to do with promiscuity. Polyamory is about love and friendship, and sometimes polyamorous relationships don't have sex included in them. Promiscuity is about sex. Okay. So what's happening is people who are promiscuous, they're getting in these monogamous relationships and they're cheating on their partner. That's what's happening. Okay. Oh yeah. So what's the benefits of marriage, baby girl G? One baby girl G. Every time I ask ladies what's the benefits of marriage, the stuff that they say be so interesting. I want the women inside of this chat and the men to tell me what is beneficial about marriage. I gotta hear this. I want to hear this. I gotta hear this. Let's be honest, the world fears single, sexually free, and independent women. That's true. The world knows women are powerful by themselves and they hate it. Oh my God. That one baby girl, G. Who are you? Come from behind that anonymous profile and just come on in. I want to hug you. Okay? Thank you. All right. Sprinkle some Parmesan on that. That is what's up. You are beautiful. Wait a minute. No, you are beautiful to call that alone. What? Miss Whitfield? At least have a long-term relationship. That's a total waste of pretty. Oh, you talking about me? No, here's what I think about dying alone. Let's talk about dying alone right quick. So Kevin Samuels told this woman, oh, you want to die alone, which was cruel as shit. But the reason why I won't die alone has more to do with how many friends I have and my children. Like, my kids love me so much. I'm like their favorite person in the world. You feel me? Like when you are that, listen, I'm a mom before I'm anything. Like I'm a woman, I'm a mother. Like I love being a mom. I always knew I wanted to be a mother. I always knew it. And my kids are so happy. And they love me so much. I will never die alone as long as they're around. And I can't wait to see the type of families that they build. This is going to be entertaining, boo. I can't wait to see my daughter when she get married or whoever she end up with. That is going to be entertaining, boo. You heard what I'm talking about? That is going to be funny. And my son, you really understand. I ain't gonna die alone. What's your question? I'm sorry, the truth. What's your question? I missed your question. Is being quiet about sex the key to getting a girl to do a threesome? Was that your question? Listen, the key to getting a girl to have a threesome has nothing to do with being quiet. It has more to do with aftercare. You know what aftercare is? You don't? Okay, well, let me explain it to you. So, when you're having sex, right, with the woman that you love, or maybe you jump off, and you're dominating the sexual experience, and you beat it up. I mean, you damn near split her in half. After you have sex, what do you do? What you do after that helps you build the bond with the person that you're having sex with. It's not just the sexual experience. It's what you're doing before and after that creates submission in bed. So, after you have sex, what are you doing? Are you giving her a bath? Do you brush her hair? Brush her hair. Give her a bath. Rub some lotion on her or something. And a lot of people be tired, after they have sex. Like one guy said to me, she should be tired. She should go right to sleep. Okay, if y'all go right to sleep, then what you doing the next morning? Are you bringing her breakfast in bed? These aren't things that make you a simp. These are things that make women more submissive to you. So when you start making her feel comfortable with her sexuality, she'll open up. That's all it takes, man. Make her feel comfortable with it. Because women have sexual fantasies too. Okay? We have to stop talking about sex on YouTube. Can't talk about it. So, that's like Blue's Clues. That's how you know I'm a mother, because I just brought up Blue's Clues. Blue's Clues, Blue's Clues. That's my joint though. Me and Justice, we be in there watching Blue's Clues. Paw Patrol. I don't know if y'all seen Paw Patrol. That's my joint. Paw Patrol. Go, 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 go. Paw Patrol. That's my shit. Okay. Marriage genuinely benefits the man more, in my opinion. Who is this baby girl G person? Who's this one baby girl G person? Come from behind it. You better come from behind this anonymous profile. Because I love you, girl. I just love this girl. Who is this? I hate when y'all come up in here and try to pretend to be somebody else. Because some of the time, the stuff that y'all saying be amazing. Kevin Samuels is nothing more than a Dusty in a suit. I'm gonna have to say yes to that. I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to go yes with that. Yeah. Dusty in a suit. Dusty parading around as an alpha is a prime example. Thank you, Traveling Diva 2018. Kevin Samuels is very arrogant in my opinion and talks over people, not very helpful to his callers. Let me tell you something. I don't know what woman in their right mind would call this man and ask him for relationship advice when he already acts like a complete butthole. What woman would want to do? Like, you bitches, are you serious? Like, you dumb already. If you need relationship advice, you got Derek Jackson, you got Tony Gaskins, you got Steven Speaks, you got a whole bunch of white ones, and the ones I just named are only black ones. Call the white ones. If it's that serious, if you don't want to call a black man, call a white one. Come on, man. Don't call the men who are misogynistic and sexist towards women because they don't want you to win. They want the men that they are attracting, which is the beta male community. Okay, that's easy to target. They're easily targeted because they don't have critical thinking skills. They're underachieving. They're at the lowest of the low. They're like the roaches. They're like the scum of the earth trying to come up. And they're looking for leadership. So all you got to do is put on a nice outfit or look good. And a beta male going to look and think that you got it together, regardless of how ridiculous you sound when you open your mouth. They're going to think, oh, you're alpha because you have a quantity amount of women. Quantity women does not trump quality woman. It doesn't. They're going to think because you can afford this and this and that, you got money. No, having money does not make you alpha. It's part of it, but it doesn't make you an alpha. There's so many things that go with being an alpha male, not just having money. First of all, there's nothing wrong with you having confidence, but to be an arrogant butthole, oh, I don't know why men think that's part of being masculine, especially when you're being that way towards women. I mean, he just looked like a butthole in that video. I can only imagine what he looked like any other time, you know? And it's just my opinion off of this one video. I haven't even looked at anything else of Kevin Samuels. I can't even imagine me and Kevin Samuels sitting down having a conversation. Like, you can't have a woman. It ain't enough patience in the world to be able to sit down. Listen, it ain't enough patience in Soncerae to be able to sit down and have a conversation with this man without being completely disgusted in some type of way. Because, listen, oh my God, my daughter, what? My daughter, okay. Hold on. I'm texting my mother. My mother needs something. I gotta go to her house. Oh, I thought my daughter brought my mother something, but she didn't. I gotta go take it to my mother. So how long I've been on here? An hour. So I'm about to wrap it up in a minute anyway. Tony Gaskins is a Christian dude. He's a good dating coach. Yes, Miss Witt, 205. Yeah, he's a lot of women who want to be married and stuff like that. That's who you need to be asking relationship advice from. Even if you're a single mother, Tony Gaskins is a perfect person for you to go to and ask for relationship advice. You know? Are you talking about, you saying he's been divorced twice? Deandra, you're saying who been divorced twice? Tony Gaskins, or you're talking about Kevin Samuels? Not Tony. Okay. So listen, a person who has been divorced twice, they've been through a lot. Okay. But like I just said, you don't have to be a toilet to know how it flush. Just because he's been in 2 divorces doesn't mean he's bad at giving advice. What makes Kevin Samuels bad at giving advice is his own personal pain that he's applying to what he's saying. Like you can give people advice logically. What makes a man alpha is his ability to have emotional discipline. It seems to me that Kevin doesn't have emotional discipline because of the way that he responds to women. It sounds like he has more favor with men because he's trying to appease men. Kevin Samuels told her the truth. She wasn't even paying attention. She was on the phone like a regular average chick. No, she heard him. She kept saying, okay, I hear you. But, and I think part of dealing with somebody who is narcissistic and damn arrogant is that when they say something, they want it to be, that's it. They don't want a but or a secondary question or, someone challenging them intellectually. That's what was bothering him. It wasn't that she wasn't listening, because she was saying, I hear you. She was saying, I hear you. I watched it twice. She was listening to him and she said, I hear you. What I think was going on was inside of her intuition, to me, she probably knew that it was some bullshit, because you can't be sitting here telling this woman that after she's making 6 figures herself, that she's not going to be able to find another man who's making 6 figures that's going to be interested in her. Because she's average. She's not average. She's making 6 figures. She's not an average woman, period. Regardless to what she looked like. You guys are saying, this is what you're saying. You guys are saying men are visual creatures. Men don't care about your money or your education. No, that's not the truth. Betas don't give a fuck about your education. Betas don't care about your money. Any man, listen to me, any man who is alpha probably has his own money 9 times out of 10. But the woman that he ends up with, if he genuinely is looking for someone to settle down with, she's most likely in a position to carry her own. She's an intellectual person, not somebody that you got to sit there and babysit. Men do not want that. I just don't understand what kind of, like, men who, listen, beta males who are out here playing and just want women to sleep with are looking for women who are physically attractive, and that's it. That's all they care about is how she look. That's it. Because that's what they're looking for. They're looking for women to sleep with. They're looking for trophies to put on their arm. They're looking for women that got a nice body so they can put some damn Chanel or Tiffany or Fendi or some shit on her. Okay, or some lingerie or some shit. Men like Kevin Samuels, that's the type of man that Kevin Samuels is. That's what he's talking to her about, the kind of man he is. He isn't talking about these other type of men who have 6 figures who are looking for somebody tangible to be in a situation with or a relationship with or some type of marriage or something. Just because this woman is sitting here with a child, it doesn't mean she's less of a woman. It means she had a relationship. That baby daddy of hers might have done something messed up. And I'm tired of people trying to blame these weird men and their behaviors on these women. Like, don't nobody, listen, a single mother don't have control over these weird baby daddies. This stuff these baby daddies be doing. Nobody got control over them cowards. They do what they want to do. Because 9 times out of 10, if it was up to us, the situation wouldn't have been going the way that it's going. Believe me. She would be going a completely different way. If we could control our baby daddies, trust me. Most men are narcissistic and arrogant. When I play their game, all of a sudden everybody wants to be mad. I just told you a minute ago they can't handle it. They can't handle when you do to them what. Listen, a man could play every woman within a 5 mile radius of the gym that he play basketball at. Okay, he could play every single woman that walk into the damn gym. Play every single one. But if a woman does this, that hoe, what, she making you pay for dates? That fucking prostitute. Oh, you bad. Oh, because she going out there and she doing what she getting something out of the situation. She making you earn her love, earn her sex, earn a damn FaceTime. Ask a dude, when is Soncerae ever FaceTime me? Nigga, I will make a nigga pay for a FaceTime. You got $40. We can FaceTime. That's me. I require that men earn something from me. And I've been like that. It ain't something new. Like, it's not that I just decided to suddenly turn into this woman. It's all of these years I've been sitting here and I've been telling y'all all this stuff about relationships, right? I told you all the weird shit that's happened to me. I told you it's dates that I used to pay for because I had money. So I was always the breadwinner in the situation. And then I ended up in a situation with a guy when I wasn't a breadwinner because I wasn't working. I was pregnant. I was struggling. You know what I'm saying? So I had to ask for donations and shit like that. I'm sitting here struggling. Y'all hear all those stories and you don't hear the rest of me. You think all those stories is me and that's it. Well, no, I'm multifaceted. I have so many other things going on that people don't know because you don't know what secrets I don't tell. You don't know them because they're secrets. Okay? That's the point. If you knew what it was, it wouldn't be a secret. SWP discipline. I didn't put up a definition of alpha or beta. I just spoke of an example of the difference. You just want an average girl that's not going to cheat. That's what's up. It's nothing wrong with being average, and there's nothing wrong with wanting somebody that's average. It's okay. Anyway, I gotta go. It's been really make sure you go follow me on Instagram at the Real Soncerae. Fellas, I give relationship advice on my OnlyFans to you guys. It's onlyfans.com/Soncerae_XO. I also do a whole bunch of sexy shit over there. So you could go over there. It's only $10. I think I got 3 more slots left for discount, like $5. It's like $5 instead of 10. You could go over there. I got some stuff that men love over there, okay? And over here, most of my live streams become members only. I might leave this one open, but what I've been trying to do is Instagram live and then upload those Instagram lives to my YouTube. So if you want to catch a fresh live stream, follow me on Instagram. That's where I'm going to be. If you are a single mother, you can go to facebook.com/groups/we give you life. We will welcome you with open arms. We in there having good conversation, giving each other relationship advice and all types of stuff up in there. Okay. All right. It's been real, y'all. Enjoyed the weekend. All right. Have vision and stay focused. Namaste.